Alrighty then, good afternoon there everybody, Silver Dragon here, coming at you with some more From the Depths. Going to be doing a little bit more of a slightly better look into the game, to give you kind of a feel for it. Now I could play some skirmishes and all that, but I'm actually going to go into the vehicle designer. I was actually given by the dev of this game a pack of pre-made ships, basically, a press pack. To show off some of the stuff in it. Now, let me actually fly around over here and I will pull up some of the ones we have here. Load vehicle. Let me go way up to the back here. Let's load an aircraft carrier in here. Here she comes. Looks like I'm gonna lift my other ship up right off the ground. Ha! Woo! This is actually a really nice way to start building a. Let me push this off the board, off deck here. Heave! Heave! That's not gonna work, I don't think. Rah! Slowly shoving it off deck, I think. No, I'm barely moving it. Never mind. So yeah, this is a really nice aircraft carrier that somebody made. You can go right down here to go into the lower decks, or shoot your way back up. Which I like. A lot of these don't have access to the lower decks, these ships, and I'm not as much of a fan because I really, you need to be able to get through and see where the problems are and all that. Current mode is land. We can turn it to C mode. I can hit tab in order to bring myself out. Now, this is definitely a complex game. There's a lot to it. You need to... Maybe I can turn this. No, I can't turn it and blast that thing. So I can hit U and just kind of steer this thing around. It would be a really nice little base if you wanted to, build a couple of aircraft on it and fly them away, land them, stuff like that. Would be really intriguing to play around with in that regard. But anyway, let's try something else here. Take a look at some other ships. Alright, load vehicle. I'm going to load Battleships 1. And I'm going to go away here a little bit. And I'm going to load Battleship 2. Hopefully they don't interact with each other at all. Oh, wow. That is one badass cannon on that battleship right there, I can tell you that much. Ooh, this one's really, really cool, though, because it has a lot of varying types of cannons around it. This one is also a flying carrier a bit as well. Well, let me get in the seat here, actually. It seems... I see, it has balloons. So it has enough get up and go to sort of help it raise up, but you just trigger these balloons here. And that will cause the balloons to deploy, and congratulations, we now have a flying battleship. Death from above, suckers! So yeah, if we angled this thing properly, kind of got it... Whoa, actually I want to go down, not up. Okay, that's causing us some problems. So, we're going to adjust this thing back a little bit. And I'm going to cut the tethers. So hit Q on the front. Where's the other one on the back here? There we go. We're going to head down a little bit, so I'm going to cut off all these little balloons. That should cause a nice little rapid descent of sorts. Nope, not rapid enough for my liking. Cut all balloons. Whee! Quickly! Max it out! Max out the engines! Max out the engines! Oh, we're going down! Smack. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Alright, so I can continue to move this guy forward and back as I desire to. I find it really hard to actually maintain the correct level for these things, though. Let me actually get out of here. We'll get out of the seat here and make our way over to the other ship. Looks like we accidentally blew a hole in our own ship here. So I'm gonna get out of here. Oh, they actually do have those rockets on it, too. Unfortunately, those ships I find those ships to be incredibly hard to control. As you can see, it's just backing it, but just by default. It seems like it wants to just back itself up constantly. And that's a problem I have with all the ships of that type. They just... I don't know if it's just because of what he might have changed with the engine recently or what, but... I find that to be something that's... Oh, actually this one also has these little engines here. Sweet. So this one is also a flying ship. A flying battleship as well. It's got some really nice guns on it. It's a little bit of... It's like a larger version, basically, of the other one we were just on, it seems. Let's go inside here. Q to open up. Head inside. Whoops. Now, you can have the weapons set to various numbers. Like 3 is set up. I can see it's in that direction. Or is it... Must be torpedoes or something. Or, of course, all cannons. Oh, wow. We have the AI mainframe here. So this can be piloted somehow by the AI as well. Oh wow, this looks like a cannon. Must be that large front cannon that I saw before. Oh yeah, here it is, just appearing out of nowhere. Wow, it doesn't actually want to even render it. It's that freaking crazy. Look at this thing. Holy crap! I tried to fire it and I blew up. Wow, that's hilarious, but awesome. That thing was awesome. Now, unfortunately, whoa, what's with that credits thing in the top left corner? What the hell? That is weird. I swear to God, I am getting like random boxes on my background for God knows what reason. And they're interfering with the game like that. Like, we have that little box up there now. I can't get rid of that. I do not know for the life of me what is causing it. It's absolutely driving me batshit crazy. Alright, oops, didn't mean to do that. Let's summon in one of my favorite vehicles here now. Load vehicle. The Gellion is definitely, out of all the vehicles here that come with the press pack, this one is definitely my favorite. Because it's easy to control, and it's very, very easy to fire. Because all you do is you get, like, well, the one thing I would like to do is, though, is add a chair here. So I had B to go into build mode, E to go load the menu here, and we're going to go down to control, chair. Excuse me. I'm just going to build it right there. There we go. Alright, so we'll hop in. I'll hit tab to get out to the view a little bit. It's a shame it doesn't have any actual sails for this. I didn't mean to show that off quite yet. So I'm going to hit J to kind of back off and edge my way to the left here. Now, this thing... Whoa, hold it. This thing has a lot of cannons on it, as you can see. So all you really have to do is, once you have the fire control computer, you just aim over at your enemy, aim over whatever you want dead, and hit control. And just watch as this lovely battleship gets shredded. Quickly, take out the cannons! Oh, that's a beautiful swarm of rounds. Now, the sheer force of all these cannons firing will actually tip this baby on its side. Probably has already, actually. Yeah, you can see the whole thing's just like tipped sideways. Which actually only assists it in firing. Because then more cannons can be brought to bear against whatever it is you're fighting. But yeah, out of all the ships that there are in this pack, this one is definitely my favorite. Alright, that's enough destroying that thing. Now let's restart the designer so we can get back to base without all the lag and all the craziness. And let's see what else I can build. Actually, there was one vehicle that I found was really intriguing in its design. I'm not really sure exactly if it would work, but it was a beautiful design. So I do apologize for that little glitch in the top left corner. Let me see if I can adjust it slightly off. There we go. Even though I'm slightly off screen now. There's also 2 fortresses I can summon. Oh, my horrible ride. Yeah, I'll load that later. I actually did make a ship, a very basic ship. It's kind of but, you know. Alright, so this right here... is the Shredder, which kind of lives up to the name. It has these big jaws on the front of it, so you would just try and pilot it towards an enemy vehicle. And obviously it's a little bit flawed in this design, as you can see right there, that they interrupt each other, and then it goes all batshit crazy like this. Now, this actually, though, I really did like this design, just from the concept of it. I mean, sure, it eventually gets each other's way like this. But this actually brings the thought to what happens if these were vertical instead of horizontal like they are right now. Like, could you possibly place this to be vertical? That way you have like 3 of these in the center here, and you just pilot the thing towards it. Any ship that gets in between this would just get absolutely shredded. That would actually make this design really, really, really cool. So although I don't know how well it would work now, it's still pretty cool looking, I have to say. Alright, so let's get back to my guy right here. I guess I will reveal my shame, as it were. Silver's Horrible Ride. This is the only ship I've constructed here recently. As you can see, it is nowhere near as impressive as the other ones were. Just a very basic little tug here. Couple of cannons poking out of it. You just kind of make your way in the top here. If I can make my way inside of it here. There we go. You're surrounded by ammo kegs, so if you get hit by anything, you're gonna blow. So you can see, it's just a basic little ship with a couple of engines on the back. So I was just making for like the absolute kind of basic ship that I could make. Something that would function and get me where I need to go. But the problem is that if I actually back up a little more, you can see that it's a very weird ship, and I've actually flipped it from the engine power. So I actually need to look into more of how the engines properly function, because I've been having nothing but issues with it. Oh, I'm trying to fire at it, but I'm failing horribly right now. Oh, it's because I didn't select. I accidentally moused around and unselected it. Actually, what? Let's see here. Ooh, I have an idea. I have an idea. I have an idea. I have an idea. I have a great idea. We're gonna pilot my vehicle in between the Shredder's jaws, and then we're gonna turn on the jaws. Yeah, this thing turns very poorly. I'm not sure if I can change that by adding... Actually, no, let me try that. Let me try that. Build mode, E. Let's go water. We want a boat rudder. Not boat rudder. We want a boat propeller. I'm thinking maybe I can fix it by adding some propellers on the sides, pointing in each direction. Maybe. Whoops. Supposed to be going forward, my friend. Oh yeah, that helps a little bit. That definitely makes it a lot easier to steer. Of course, it's still, the front of it just flies up like crazy here. So I guess I need to add some more weight to the front of it in order to keep it buoyant in travel. Okay, slowing her down now, slowing her down. Let's put this baby right into the jaws of this beast. There we go. Trying to back her in there, but it's not quite doing it. Not quite doing it. Okay. Oh, I need to get out of build mode. Would help. Quickly! Evacuate the ship! Evacuate the ship! Let's turn this baby on. Oh, then it's dark time. Bloody hell. Damn you, nighttime. Damn you. You're spoiling my view. Yeah! Grinder! Grind her up, man. Grind her up. Oh, she gets flipped. It's actually sinking this ship, though, just from the sheer force of it. So yeah, there definitely needs to change. I would definitely change this design to be vertical if possible. Okay, so that's enough destroying my horrible design. At least now I figured out how to roughly fix the design so I can make it semi-functional. Anyway, there's also a couple of lovely sky fortresses in this pack, which I'm going to load now. I've got 2 of them. I guess I'm going to load both. I believe one of these, possibly this one, doesn't actually have a control, though. Yeah, I believe it's this guy, right? No, it does. It does. So I'll hit T, and it'll basically raise this Leviathan from the sea. We'll be getting to more of the Sky Fortress stuff, though, when I launch the campaign here soon. And they've done a lot more with the campaign, too. Which I'll be getting to. And I really like this fortress, because it's, you know, obviously it's got a lot of engines, so that's like, whoa. Now, did it really need that much? I guess since the whole thing's made of metal, it kind of would. It's got all these harvesters here, you can see, which I can turn on. Not in a resource zone, though. You see that little green circle over there? That's actually the resource zone. So we need to be in that resource zone in order to properly harvest resources. Obviously, I have infinite right now, so it doesn't really matter. This is the creating engine, not really any... Yeah, you know. Anyway, the AI actually does automatically fire all these cannons and such as well. I actually have no idea what the hell this is right here. Range 400 meters. So basically, anything that comes in 400 meters, this thing's going to get blasted, it seems. We have the engines for the ship over here. All these little high-powered engines, multi-floor engines right here. Exhausts powering it and everything in between and all that good stuff. Nice little small airstrip here to land some small aircraft. It's really nice, actually. And that brings me to the next one here. Let's pull this guy up. Load vehicle. Now this one I'm not as much of a fan of. Also, it doesn't have a... It doesn't have an actual control... Oh, what the hell's it called? Let me see here. Sky Fortress Control Station. So you need to make one of those. Or you can't even move this thing up to show it off. Build mode. Okay, let's hit T. Bring her on up. Now, if these guns auto-fire, they are pretty interesting in and of themselves. I mean, you have these big, giant guns here to run around to play with. You know, look at these things. It is designed fairly well for that. They shoot, they don't shoot very rapidly, but I'm sure they do a lot of damage if they hit something. Like, I'm still clicking it, and it's taking forever for this thing to reload. You can see it's incredibly slow reloading. So, yeah, this is this, let me actually raise it up completely. Raise it up completely from the surface so we can take a look at it. All the Sky Fortresses pretty much pilot the same, slow and cumbersome, so... Let's go on down here. We also have this little bit down here. I'm not really sure what it's for. I guess for landing it or something. Anyway, I digress. So yeah, this is the other Sky Fortress, and as you can see, it's not nearly as impressive as the other one is right here. This one looks like it would actually function well as a Sky Fortress. But anywho, let's see if there's anything else quickly I want to show off in this out of these ones. Let's see. Square rigger. Oh god, this thing is ridiculous. The turret speeder. It just drives. You can't even stop this thing. Just like, turn it. So yeah, its cannon isn't even all that place, but it is really ridiculous in how quick this thing goes. Just takes right off. And I can't even actually really control it that well. But I figured it's a nice little hilarious vehicle to look at, you know. Just blow itself up. No, can't do it. Alright, that's enough of this. Enough looking at all these sexy vehicles that people have made, I believe. Actually, let me restart the designer. And maybe pull up like 1 or 2 more just to take a look at all the sweet designs people have made. Load vehicle. You know what, let me reload. Let me reload the aircraft carrier. Resume. Just because I want to load the helicopter on top of it. Oh no! Let's try loading it again. I guess this is meant to be... Guess this one's meant to be tossed on the sea as well, so it just takes right off. Now, it's a pretty nice little ship in and of itself, but it's really, just like all helicopters, it's a bit hard to control. So we can kind of pitch it forward a little bit. I'm trying to take it down. Oh geez, pitch it back. So it can be a bit hard to control, but still, the fact that this is this game alone is only an alpha, and you can build epic aircraft, you can build really, really sweet seacraft, and go ahead and, destroy your enemies and whatnot, have epic battles, and, oh, I guess I'm going the wrong direction. I was going to hold, oh, wow. So yeah, it's G. G is forward. Okay. Whoa, my God, this thing is... Holy shit! I'm out of control! I'm out of control! Oh god, going down! We're going down, man! Woo! I believe I can fly. Trying to control it. Trying to control it. Oh my lord. Yeah, this thing is meant to go. This thing goes ridiculously fast, it seems. Whoops. Again, I don't want to cover that right now. Thank you very much. But anyway, we've played around with these enough, I have to say. I've spent the last 20 minutes just screwing around with these, playing around. Oh, I didn't mean to restart the design. I went to go back to the main menu. So, we're going to do a little bit of the campaign here. Load up a new game. Now, you all saw this before, we're on this wreck of a sky fortress. Actually, I think I'm going to load a previous save I have where I already dismantled this ship a little bit. Yes, it's hardly afloat, which is what the green jets are for. My HUD is telling me there's barely enough engine power to keep the turbines going, which is true. It's real low. I know enough to figure out that the smoke goes red, I'm running the turbines beyond safe limits. You better make sure that I always have plenty of engine power and turbines. Greener the smoke, the more efficient the burn. Quite. Now, I think I'm going to skip ahead a bit in this as I go along. So you start off with this little sky fortress. Now, I like to actually destroy the shielding around the engines here. You have all this lightweight alloy around here because this is the only ship you really start off with. I kind of wish you could design your own because I'd really design mine a little bit better, But still, with this wreck of a sky fortress, they just had to make it as is. So, it's good for what it is. So, I like to go into build mode and remove all these to get some additional resources. Build a couple more of these resource lasers. I extend everything back and build it up a little bit more. So, I dig all these out and add a couple more of these resource gathering lasers in order to keep things a little bit going faster. Provide me some fuel. Yep, a resource mining laser. A few more of those will give me the resources I need to fortify this place. Indeed. So over here we have, and I'm almost falling off again. Well, I guess it's better than nothing. So over here we have our two oil drills, which are currently drilling in the ocean here. We have, of course, the resource laser, which is mining for resources. You can go up to it and see exactly what's in this area. Actually, if you hit M and go to your map, this is part of what the campaign did here recently. So we have the various large map segments here, and we can go and view the map board. And each board has all these different segments to it, so I can go to the next zone. I can see exactly what this zone has in it right now, what the next zone might have. This one apparently has nothing, but it does have an enemy, and so on and so forth. You can kill enemies, get the crystals on the right side, which are quite useful. We have the oil, what the hell? This is a fuel generator, so it takes the oil, our fresh oil, and turns it into fuel, which then gets stored in these tanks here. Now, in order to, I'll do the basics here first, just to get this, get ourselves settled in here. So let me build up a little area here. Now, in order to move around, you have to point in the direction you wish to move the block. Like, if you want to go up, you would, like, aim down and then pull it and then hit back. Or you would aim down, or aim up and then hit up. And that would bring you up. It basically moves in whichever direction that you're in reverse. And, you know, left click places, right click also places, but places it in reverse. And if you click left click or right click over an object that's already there, like say this guy right here, it'll remove it. And so on and so forth. I don't feel like removing that though, so I'll put it back in place. Now I want to, like I said, let me go back here and show you the kind of the gist of it, actually. So you would go up here, you would remove, just start removing these. And it gives you all the scrap you need, because you need a lot of scrap to build all the basics. But you don't really need what's on here. So I removed every single bit of this aluminum alloy here, this lightweight alloy. I guess it's not really aluminum specifically, but you know, it's just a lightweight alloy. Helps protect your ship. But we don't need that. We don't need that to protect the engines. I just use basic wood for protecting the engines. It's not much, but it gets the job done. So you remove all this and you get the scrap you need, which allows you to build all the resource collectors. I believe you can build like 4 of them without destroying this thing right now. Now what I like to do is, and I'll show off more of the design later, I think I'm actually going to be continuing on my current build that I have going here. So I like to build a little divide in here. Alright, remove all of these guys right here. Now that that is done, I go over here, up to the top here, and I start connecting up some pieces. That basically allows me... Whoops. Do I want to... No, I'm good. Basically allows me to hit E. We'll go into Resource Collectors. Resource Gatherer. And we wait for... Well, I don't have to wait till day. I just aim towards it and click. And we have more Resource Gatherers. I believe that's 3 is all we can support with our current power supply. I may actually disable one of them just in case. Give us a little bit more power so we're not overtaxing the engines too much. So right over here we have our engines. I'm actually going to hit build again. Let me remove, go blocks, wood block. Just going to remove the very back end of this thing here. Whoops. Accidentally placed a bit there. Alright, so I actually want to remove the very end of this thing, because we need to extend it, basically. And I like to do so with wood. You don't have to extend it too far, only about 5 blocks will... 4 or 5 blocks is enough, really. And then we need to add on our little... Whoops. Forward. Place that block right there. Now, in the center of this, we have the crankshaft, which is connected to a, let me see, an engine block at the very end here. Now, we don't need to really mess with any of those. We do need an extra bit of crankshaft. We point away from it, so in the direction it was going. I'm going to place 4 of those extra crankshafts down. Now, with the crankshafts, we attach cylinders, carburetors, to it specifically. Supercharger gets attached to a cylinder, as well as a fuel tank, which also gets attached to the carburetors. And exhaust can be attached to the cylinders in order to increase efficiency. Now, there is a perfect balance in this for how many you want to place and whatnot, but I just kind of go with it, as it were. So we have a cylinder here, so I would go a carburetor, and I'm just going to place 1... 2, and 3. And because there are carburetors on the other side there as well, And I go, you know, cylinder 1, and so on 2. Because there are the 2 of them right here, it will benefit very much so from... Actually, would it be a fuel tank for that? Is fuel tank the carburetor? Attach these carburetors. Okay. So I'm actually going to attach the engine's own fuel tank, as this will be... This will increase the efficiency of the engines quite a bit. And on top of those, I'm going to add, well, on top of the cylinder here at least, I'm going to add superchargers, which will also massively boost our power supply, as it were. I can pop some exhausts onto this guy right here. That will help a little bit. But mostly it's all with the cylinders and everything, so... That should be good enough as is, though. It'll provide us enough power to really get things going. Fuel zone engine tank, or tank, fuel tank. Engine zone fuel tank, blah. Let's see, supercharger, no, exhaust, then... Oh, I just must not... Oh, yeah, I don't have enough scrap. See, that's the one thing that we're always requiring is that scrap, and there's just not enough of it here. We don't mine enough of it. Which is why you need to destroy all of the, well, let me get back down here. You need to take down all of these right here, all these bits of metal, because we just absolutely need the scrap, more so than we need the rest of it. Okay, engine zone fuel tank. That should be good enough. So let's, I'm going to hit E, go down to resource gatherers, resource gatherer. Now you don't really need a lot, you don't really need more than the 2 oil gatherers, because honestly that's all you're really ever going to need. Okay, all of these are currently running and doing their thing, so let's go into the build mode. Kind of backing up here a little bit. And we'd place more of these resource collectors. That will quickly collect all the resources here. Now, I usually don't put any more than this, because that's usually enough, but I'm going to max it out here today. Now, when you actually decide to move your fortress, which I am going to put on the controller now, so E, go down to control, and vehicle remote controller, no, fortress controller. Going to pop that guy down right there. When you actually do want to move your ship, you're going to want to shut down the engines there. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to control it too well. Because you hit T, and you'll start running low on energy. Or G to lower it down a little bit. Can lower it down quite a bit there. Let me see if that actually is touching the ocean yet. No, not quite. But close to it. Let me lower it a little bit more. A lower altitude is supposed to use less energy, but I don't know if that's actually in yet or not. But anywho, I digress. When they actually do add like the full-on multiplayer to this, I'm not sure, have they already actually? Let me return to the main menu for now, because I'm going to be loading the game at this point. Let's see, skirmishes, multiplayer lobby, yeah, it's currently inactive. Unfortunately. So we're going to load up a few sections here, which I've already gotten to. I've already upped my ship a little bit here. I think I may destroy it. And whoa, what is with that glitch there? I hope it hasn't been doing that this whole time. It's like, it's killing me, man. I have choices between one visual glitch or another visual glitch. And no real way to win. Oh yeah, you sucked. I designed you improperly. So this is my ship a little bit further along there when I gave it a cannon and everything, and a little derp. I gave it a little cockpit here, which I did improve down the road. This cannon, unfortunately, is terrible. It is very, very poor design. Everything is generally the same as it was for the other one. I don't think I've expanded down below yet. The engines here aren't quite out as much, I think, as it is my other save, so we'll load that up here in a second, which is another step up beyond this, but you basically get the gist of things here. I have a bit of the ammo stockpile right here for the gun above, but load game. load the third one. This is where we're actually over the other map, too. This is the section over. So we're actually, view board map, right over here. So we've already killed the guy that was here. So we have 4 enemies over there, enemy strength of 4. So we got a powerful enemy over there. Now, this is my ship to where it is now. So I have all these cannons on here that I added to be controlled. And this works fairly well, but I actually can make a proper design now. So I'm going to remove all of these. I am going to remove all of these because I can actually have a good proper design now for the turrets. I figured out exactly how to do it before I started this today. So we're going to remove all this. Remove its defenses. Urch. Urch. There we go. Remove all this. Beautiful. And remove all those guys. Now, I will keep the defensive side of things right here, but I'm going to leave the rest. Now, I'm going to get away from here because when I build this thing, I cannot be close to it. Because if I am, it starts to move. Basically, anytime you want to place the spin block here, you don't want to be near it. So let me go over here. Hit E to load up the design here. Constructibles, it's down way down here. And a 180-degree turret. And I'll place that right there. Now, anytime you place this one, whoa, and actually I have that thing still, so it's causing issues. Shoot, I'm going to have to rebuild that. Unfortunately, I do have a control console that allows me to control the weapons from anywhere. So let me actually hit 5 maybe, or scroll it to 5. No, it won't let me. Okay, I digress then. Build 180-degree turret. Because once you place it and it starts spinning out like that, you can't build on it properly. So I need to remove it. And replace it. Seems like come hell or high water it's going to spin out on me like this. Because I have the control set up already. So I'm just going to put a single wooden block there to start this thing off. I'm going to go into custom cannons now. Add on the firing piece. Now this is the part I always mess up. Like I always attach everything directly to the firing piece, but you want to get something like the 6-way connector, which is my preference. And just add on a couple of those to each side. That should be sufficient. Alright, now I just go up one. I add on the predictor, which shows you exactly where it's going to go. I do like to add on the barrel. So we'll add this recoil suppression barrel. Make a fairly long one, because why the hell not? Alright, now... Whoops, I screwed that up, my bad. Okay, hit E. I want to make the, get the auto loaders, as the ammo boxes get put on the auto loaders. Alright. Unfortunately, I can't go on that bit, so... Oh, hell. Do I have to remove it now? Yeah, I do, because I cleared it by mistake. God damn. Yep, I can't remove it now. That's the thing, too. Once you've built this thing, you've built it, and you can't really... Oh, hell. Can't really even destroy it properly. Let me move my vehicle back, so we can kind of just ditch this thing over the edge. So you really have to build your weapon in one go. Unfortunately, I screwed it up, so yeah, that's a pain. That's a major pain in the ass, actually. Constructibles, turret, place that. I want to use, if I'm going to use anything there, use the lightweight metal block. Okay, custom cannons, firing piece. So this has to be done in one go. If you X out of it, you're done with the cannon. That's it. So I gotta make sure I do this correctly this time around. Predictor. Placed forward, so we now have a beam to showing where it's gonna go. Okay, get the 6-way connectors, and I'm blind again. Damn darkness. Luckily the darkness doesn't last long, though. That's the good thing. Although it would definitely be interesting to have to add lights to it. Okay, autoloader. I'm going to put one on each side here. Just because I can attach the ammo boxes all around it. Excuse me. Damn it. There we go. Perfect. Alright, now is the question. I'm going to add the rest of them on the back here, so we'll go autoloaders. Oh, I guess, no, I can't point them away, can I? Or forward, so. This thing's going to be reloading incredibly quickly. Alright, now I do want to add explosive warheads to that as well. So that they're actually going to be, you know, doing explosive damage. We'll add the ammo boxes to these as well. Which I can then put right there as well. Now this thing already has a ridiculous amount of ammo, so I don't really need to add any more to it than this. That's already more than enough. Like, it's even too much, I would say. I'll remove the ones on the edges. Okay. Let's see here now. What else do I want to add to this baby? Let's see. There is more I want to add to it. I'm just trying to... Ah, the gauge increase. Increase the gauge of the weapon to increase its damage. There we go. Because you can see now we have a super cannon right here. This is the new gauge of this baby. This is what happens when you add the gauge to it. So I'm basically making the supreme cannon of death here. You do not want to be on the operating end of this device. To say the least. Recoil suppression barrel. That is a little ridiculously huge though, isn't it? Oh well, that's alright. So, in order to protect the thing, though, let's go blocks. Let's go... Do I want lightweight metal? Or... Yeah, I got enough for lightweight alloy. Alright. This ought to protect the beast. Ouch, ouch. Beautiful. Alright. So now that thing's protected from any kind of frontal attack, and probably fires like a champion. Alright, let's kind of give it a little bit of an extra edge here. Because I'm going to be trying, of course, to keep keep the front of it faced forward. But anyway, this thing's huge. Oh my lord, is it huge? Actually, I should be able to go down here. I should be able to do it this way. There we go. Should I actually remove these ones, though? Reduce the gauge a little bit, because that's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, no, let's definitely reduce the gauge a little bit. It's like, we don't need to have the massive cannon of death. Sure, sort of massive cannon of death is nice, but it doesn't need to be that ridiculous. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh wow, I used up all my metal. So now I can actually go over here if I want. I can control this thing. Let me hit tab so I can control it better. Of course, it's huge and kind of lumbering, but, you know, you aim, you turn. Looks like maybe a little bit top heavy, though. It's not going to aim down very much. Let's see how it fires, though. Not bad. Not bad at all. Needs some tweaking, I guess. But not bad. Still, I guess we'll go with this for now, just to kind of have something, as it were. Now, let me go back to my guy. Okay. There we go. I'm no longer controlling it. Just got to cycle through it here. Now, another few things I should mention that I forgot to mention that I did with this fortress is I added these ammo generators here. So they actually replenish the ammo. That was for when I had all those cannons, though, so I needed that. Add on an extra set of engines, because why not? As you can see, the captain's chamber was a little bit more made to be a little bit more spacious, because it was a little too cramped before. Everything kind of just crushed in here. Too damn dark to see anything again, unfortunately. Cough. Cough. Alright. So yeah, I have the captain's quarters here. I can kind of sit down. I have the gun control here, so I can just, you know, tab on over and kind of go around and use, you know, fire it however I need to. But I digress. Down below decks as well, I added something. I got to access it from the outside, though. I'm going to extend that bit. So you go on down here. I've actually added a bunch of metal here because people kept saying, no, you should give it metal defense. Don't just make it wood. And I added a bunch of ammo barrels down here and fuel barrels. So this is just my fuel and ammo stockpile down below decks of this Sky Fortress. Now, I'm pretty sure that my weapon design there needs some tweaking. It needs to be smaller, more compact, yet still have a high fire rate and high damage. So we're probably not going to do that well when we go and engage the enemy here. And I'm going to go and engage that 4 strength one too, just because I can. Yeah, we're out of metal, we're out of scrap, we're out of crystal, we're out of oil. It is generating still. They do still generate, apparently, over time. But I prefer to transfer to somewhere else. So let's go inside. Let's close all of our doors instead of opening all of our doors, please. Thank you. Alright, we'll get on the chair. Hit tab. And of course I did extend the back here quite a bit, and I defended it with some wood. Gave it a little wooden defense. Alright, it's time we go. I should probably turn off those guys though, shouldn't I? Yeah, let me fly over here and turn off each of these. Until we get to the new resource zone, they're not really needed. Okay, one of them is still alive. It's like this guy. There we go. Okay. So now that's done, we go to the map here. We go to the map. Jump in. And I select this tile. I want to engage in this area with my fortress. Engage this area. Unfortunately, it does kind of eject me off the ship, which is a little annoying. Also, there definitely needs the music track definitely needs to repeat more often. Okay. Now I'm away from the circle. Oh wow, where is the resource circle actually? I can see my enemies over here. Oh yeah, there was no resources this one. It's just battling. So we have 3 enemies that are coming here to attack me. So my ship is now firing. Attempting to engage. It's having issues. They're still quite a distance away. And apparently this thing just doesn't want to fire to it for too well now. There we go, beautiful. It's kind of hard to aim this thing. Guess I should have gone with the cannons previously that I had designed. You know, let's see which design works better though. These cannons aren't working out too well right now. This custom cannon, because obviously I need to change it and fix it a little bit better. So let's reload my previous save, load S3, and let's see how my old design would have performed against those guys, because they were too small to hit with this cannon. I needed to make it smaller, more, you know, more closely refined so that it would work better. Alright, let's travel over here, engage this area with my fortress, engage this area. So let's see how we do with these cannons. This will perform a lot better close up. You know what, let's actually sink a bit. There's an idea. Oh yeah, I need to shut all you off, haven't I? Here they come. Forward! Yeah, this thing doesn't really move very much, so I need to actually get better power to it as well. Especially now that I increased the weight of it significantly. A little bit more. There we go. That's taking it to them. It's a lot more random this way, but it works. Obviously, I need to add more autoloaders. I need to add more ammo loaders and all kinds of stuff. Probably some torpedo launchers would work as well. Oh yeah, there we go. Y is what moves it, turns it. There we go. So it's not doing bad, but a lot of improvement needs to be made to my ship. Or to my Sky Fortress. Okay, he's going down. There we go. Got him. Unfortunately, I can't really spin this fast with anything else. I can only spin this fast with in one direction. I'm not sure why, but... Let's see, make sure they don't turn red. Oh god, they're going yellow. They're going red. Doesn't matter, gotta turn. There you go. Warning, fortress destruction imminent. Just because I don't have enough engine power to properly turn this thing. Alright. So I gotta stop for a second, get my power back, and then there we go. Now I can unload on the only guy that still has any fight left in him. So obviously the engines on this thing need some major improvement. So this seems to have performed a lot better. If I get a much smaller cannon that just shoots really well though, custom cannon, I'm sure it'd work fairly well. Alright, that's good enough. That's enough of that. Let's see about actually assisting that. Well, let's see. Let's check our damage. We've got a couple of shots in there. Ooh, they did get a couple of shots near the near my explosives there. Zzz, I'm about to add some protection on this side. Metal block. At least some better protection on this side. There we go. I am blinded by the non-light. Unfortunate, unfortunate. There's also a lot of other stuff like rockets you can get that you can program and so on and so forth, but I'm not as... Yeah, I can't really make those really well at all. Alright, let me go build mode. Let's try and enhance my engines here quickly, just because they're not performing very well. Or at least not performing well enough to the standard I need them to perform at. Alright. Engines, crankshaft. There we go. Boosted by connectors to exhaust and carburetors. Alright. Carburetor is exactly what I wanted to build, though, actually. Alright, let's get the supercharger. Do we not have enough metals? Yeah, no, we're low on metal. That's exactly the thing. That's exactly what the problem is. It's too bad I wanted to get the get that all nice and running there, but I guess not. Let's remove these two. Might be able to at least afford one or two here extra. That's about it. Alright, let's destroy this punk. There we go. Damn it. Won't aim it properly. Oh, it's because I've... Oh my god, I'm a dipshit. Wow. I can't believe I wasn't paying that much attention. That is unfortunate. Yes, I know. Turbine power is running low. Blah, blah, blah. So you keep telling me constantly. And so I keep ignoring you constantly. There we go. Finally. Fire! There we go. Damn. He made it. He made it away. Gotta raise it up a little bit more. Looks like he's decided to die with honor. There we go. It seems like it takes a lot to actually finish these guys off, though. Wow, we are so low on ammo right now. Negative 16, negative 13. My lord, I've never been negative in metal. There we go. Clearly, I need to get to another resource mining area. It's like, are you done yet? Or must I continue to riddle your little body full of rounds here? Let's see. Yeah, I can spin only in one direction. That's a shame. I really wish I could spin in the other direction. That would allow me a lot better control over this damn thing. Yeah, 3 enemies left. I don't know what the hell it's talking about. We don't have a single enemy left, practically. Okay. Let's view the board map here, see what we got. So we're here right now. And I guess until I finish them off or something, it's not going to tell me what the next one is. Okay, that one's finally been killed. So they definitely need to change the parameters about what it needs to kill the thing, to finish it off. What you need to finish the damn thing off so that we can actually finish the fight here. Oh, Lord. Alright, screw it. Spin. Yes, I know. Fortress turbine power running low. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Just a constant sob story with this thing, I swear. I'll keep turning myself around as I can. I just don't want to overturn this time around. If I do, then I won't be able to kill this thing. Then I have to find out where the other guy went and ran off to. And can I see yet? Man. There it is. Still have quite the distance to turn. Maybe adding the extra engines on this thing was not a good idea. A little bit more. There we go. That sets it directly in my sights. I swear, this better finish it, man. That's the one downside. I just had to keep assaulting the poor, defenseless corpses of the enemy until they finally succumb completely. Now the question lies, where's the last one? It says one enemy left, but where the heck is he? If he even exists. I'm not seeing anything at all. I know there were 3. I saw 3, but I'm pretty sure I've decimated all of them. Yeah, the other one's gone completely. I swear, it's probably like this little piece in here that's just keeping it alive. Man, if that's true, that would be ridiculous. Nope, can't destroy that. So that sucks. I can't destroy that last enemy that's here. Weird. Alright, we'll go engage in this area then. Hopefully I can actually manage to finish him off this time. Rarg! But yeah, obviously my fortress here needs some major refurbishment in the gun section of things. Alright, where are the enemies at? Directly in front. Actually, let me go. I'm gonna go below decks here. And I'm actually going to... Oh wait, I can't, can I? I won't have enough... Damn it! This is unfortunate. Yeah, it requires like 30 metal a pop. Bollocks. Never mind, never mind. There's no building with what I got left there. Alright, proceeding forward. Let me make 100% sure that I have everything off here. Yeah, those things use... You know, maybe if I remove them. Because I added on some extra engines here to give it a little bit more speed. But I don't think they're giving it any more speed. And I'm pretty sure it's only having a negative effect on it. No, it doesn't matter. It's just heavy as hell now. That's the problem. There we go, we're nailing them. Crap, I can't hit him anymore. He's gonna be able to hit me though. There we go. There's some good hits. Let's turn this baby around. Come on, baby. Gin me some ammo. There we go. Slowly getting her. shit. Ah! I have to spin all the way around to kill him. Wow, they all just immediately turn red now. So that was a mistake, actually. Removing all those engines was a mistake. If anything, it seems like I need more engines. At least while turning the, Come on, baby, die. Alright, let's just have to spin around another guy. But let me actually rebuild those engines then. Since it seems like they actually are making the difference. Engines... No, it's in constructibles, I think. Yep, Sky Fortress turbines. Guessing they cost a ridiculous amount and I can't make that anymore. What the hell? I would love to figure that out, but unfortunately I can't see a damn thing. Yeah, no, I definitely need the, definitely need the metal. I don't have any metal right now. Slowly spinning my way around to deal with each target. Very slowly, just nudging it around. There we go. Okay, that's all cannons to bear. This'll slowly take him down. Oh, boom! He's done! There definitely needs to be... There we go. There definitely needs to be like an enemy pilot on the other ship, just so I know that I have to kill him specifically. Or something along those lines. Actually, I should be able to build a couple of those turbines now, finally. Yes, I can. Nope, need more. Needs more scrap. So I seem to generate scrap myself a little bit over time. Let's see. Well, they're not instantly turning red anymore. They're turning yellow first, and then red. So yeah, the problem was that wasn't that I needed to remove some engine. The problem was that I needed to add additional engines. So I feel like a mild derp in that regard. I guess I'm, you know, failing my old saying, when in doubt, add more. Especially engines. But yeah, an actual cannon that I built, like custom cannon that I built, would perform probably a lot better than this. Just because I could add explosive shells. These are just regular shells. So they're not going to perform as well. Yay, I did it! Yay! Pretty sure that's what kind of music that's playing right now. Congrats, you killed the enemy music. Oops, go up one. There we go. Nice. So now I might be able to move a little bit. Nope. Still not enough, I guess. Could be because we need more engines. Could be because I need more power. I suppose it depends. I do want to mess around with the electric engines as well, which is a new thing they added in. But I haven't had the chance to really look at that yet. Now, I'm pretty sure killing those enemies would have unlocked new areas here. Yep. 4 and 3. So far, I'm not seeing anything at all here. But looks like the rest of this is regenerated now, so I can head back. Return to the friendly area. So eventually, he's mentioned a lot of different things when it comes to this. Eventually, you know, you'll have the friendly areas that you claim for yourself where you go to mine. And eventually they'll have pirate raids that'll go in there and try and take over your friendly areas. You could probably build other sky fortresses to defend the resource zones and so on. Now, I actually do have to pilot this ship into the resource zone, which is over that way. Pretty sure I gotta go in the right direction. Slowly, but surely. Well, let me spin this baby around here, we'll go forward. There we go. All engines forward! Yeah, this thing is incredibly slow. So, almost another thing you could do is, you could have what you would call an attack sky fortress that goes from area to area, fighting people, deploying ships to battle, and you know, and so on and so forth. Eventually, be able to do this with your friends, which would be badass. And you could leave additional harvesting sky fortresses here. Like, basically, imagine it like an oil rig, basically. You build like a big oil rig sky fortress that just has its job is to stay in the friendly zone and just sit there and mine, basically, and keep mining. And then you could send your sky fortress back there anytime to refuel and rearm from it. Which would be badass. So yeah, you could do something like that. You could have multiple sky fortresses. I could actually build one here as well if I wanted to from scratch. With specifically that purpose. I might even do that, actually. Would be a good idea. Oh, pardon. And just have a nice floating fortress of death and, you know, torpedoes and rockets and everything. Yeah, I definitely should do that. So that's actually what I'm going to do if I get the chance here. I will make a series of me just, you know, I'm going to fortify each zone. The first zone will have this basic sky fortress that we have now. Will just be in the original zone, although I will have to at least go to this one first with it and fight the one guy just so that I can get some basics. Because I need those crystals in order to get the controls and such. The gun controls. So I do want to... I'll probably take this thing over to the other zone. Fight the one pirate in control of this area. And take it over. And then actually I'll probably leave it there and have a different fortress for the other one. For the other area. Alright. So we're almost in position finally. Like once the green area is within the zone here, I kind of just say that it's good enough. It's right on the edge, which is more than enough. And we're breaching it right now. Alright, we're on the other side, so that's good enough. Let's hop up. I don't actually have to go outside to do this, but I like to. Okay, turn on the oil drills. They're going to get down there, start doing their thing. Okay, so these were already turned on. I find it funny though how when they're mining, you're bringing up like scraps of wood and such in order to mine. I find that to be hilarious. Alright, let's raise the fortress up a little bit. So yeah, I would actually completely design a couple new fortresses with these little supply tethers, which I can go in BE, go to the resources. You have these, where is it? Supply pump, which allows transfer of resources to and from vehicles. Press the V to set the constructible supply and demand for fuel and ammunition. So I can basically use this, keep the guys there with massive storage on them. They're basically just giant rigs with storage, basically, and mining capabilities that I leave there. And they do their job, they harvest all that. I come back every now and then and harvest from it. Missile launch pod, missile block, missile laser emitter. Where's actually the torpedoes? Because I'm noticing here it's missiles, torpedoes, and mines, but all that's here is missiles. So torpedoes and mines might have been removed temporarily for whatever reason. NPC spawner origin block. Acts as origin when spawning in a vehicle that contains it. Useful for vehicles that need to be spawned precisely with respect to a larger mothership. Interesting. This will spawn an NPC. Sure, let's put this in here. Let's go look at this thing. NPC spawner. Not sure exactly what they would do, but, you know. This is a spawn beacon. If you die, you can spawn and respawn here. I actually would like to move it back one more against the back wall, but meh. It's fine as is. It's fine as is. It does its job for now. But still, yeah, this is my Sky Fortress. It needs a lot of enhancements still. A lot of things to be changed for it. But we'll have to see what happens. Let's actually check the other area maps here. View the board map over here. Turn area map. So I'd still have to continue all the way if I wanted to get all that. Okay. That's interesting. So if I wanted to go down to that other one here, I'd have to get down to, say, here, it looks like, and advance through that. Now, God knows what I would eventually find here. I'm sure I could find some really nice stuff eventually, but... oh, pardon me. I am going to want to build a proper attack ship, I think, and just go from point to point to point and clear it from enemies, and then go back and eventually bring my Sky Fortress with me. Actually, for the sake of attempting to try that, let's spawn my piece of crap ship, shall we? Spawn new item. Now, this is also one thing that I would like fixed about the game. It starts off with you have 10 seconds of tractor beam, basically, that holds your ship up as it's being built. Now, in order to actually increase that, you have to constantly add an extra 5 seconds when it's below 5 seconds by hitting Q after you've designated it to be built. Now, this is annoying because obviously this ship, if you don't do this, there's a good chance the ship is going to flip. So I really wish there was an option here where you could just have it build indefinitely. Or have it tractor it indefinitely until built. Like, you know, turn on tractor beam and then turn off the tractor beam as needed. Instead, just have to keep jamming the Q button. Let's see. She can pop down now, I think. There we go. She's stable enough now that she should be fine as she's being built. But once you need to get that initial base, and a lot of vehicles are really advanced and don't have that. Now this vehicle is actually going to be sinking like a boss until they actually build the pumps that go with this vehicle. Oh, they built a couple of them right there. Looks like my guy's actually helping out now, too. That's nice. Gotta love it. It automatically does that. Automatically repairs and rebuilds. So let me position myself over here to get the constructions built. Because I do have pumps basically in between here that are keeping this thing afloat. With all the other materials that it's made out of. Stone mostly. Go, weird tentacle arms! Whee! Okay, I'm gonna hop up here. Gotta love it. Eventually, we won't be these weird robots. See, there will be a different character per se, but I have no idea exactly if it's gonna be a human, like what it's gonna be like. I'm not really all that sure. Oh, I see. We're out of metal again, so we had to wait for the metal to be produced before we can finish off the rest of this. We had enough basic scrap for the stone and everything. But, yeah, we still need more. Still need a little more. Now, this is the origin block that you start off with here. This is what, you know, begins the vehicle. Also, now that I think about it, for planes, what is there for wheels? Why am I just now thinking of this? Huh. That is a curiosity. I almost wish there was a way to convert scrap into metal. Or, you know, other way around. Because there are times where you need a lot of scrap, there are times where you need a lot of metal. Suppose I could remove some of this stuff if I have to, some of my armor here. That would give us some good metal. Some nice heavy metal. No, anywho. That should be good enough. That should be good enough. So we have my little ship here. And you know what? Yes, no, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that because we are trying to test something here. We are trying to see if I can actually leave. Ooh, actually, I'll take care of that right there. That's what I'm going to do. Let me go to blocks, though. Wood block. Okay, this is weird. My ship is swaying like you wouldn't believe for some reason. Maybe that's just me. Guess that was just me. What the hell? That was weird. I digress. Let's finish this off here. Clear all those blocks. Remove that. Remove both of those. That should give me a little bit of metal. Oh god, didn't give me much at all though. Little was precisely that. Too little. Far too little. There we go. Alright, so that was a tiny bit at least. Let's see. We managed to get all of our guns on board this baby. At the very least. Of course, it still pilots terribly. I have to actually add the other bits and pieces onto it. So let's go water, propeller. Okay, I'll put it on the very front edge here. How much does the propeller cost? Oh god, 100. A huge propeller costs 300. Damn! Looks like I have quite a way to wait! Grr! Damn. I'll have to take apart some more stuff then. That's, oh, I keep hitting V by mistake. There we go. B, so we can actually remove some more defensive materials. There we go. At least give me some metal back. Will it be enough? We'll find out. Looks like I'm still using a lot of it. Probably to build the air pumps that are keeping that thing afloat. Finally, it stopped. Now we can get the propellers built. Oh, I see. However, I can't do it on here. I have to get down on the vehicle or I won't be able to build it. Because it orients to whatever vehicle you're on. It seems. Alright. There we go. Now, we're going to add... How much metal do we have? Not a lot. In that case, we'll just add stone. Whoops. Remove that. Basically, I'm just trying to increase the weight of this thing on the front. Which I appear to have succeeded in doing. Okay, let's have a seat. I may have increased the weight a bit too much. Yeah. Now I am tethered to that, so I'm kind of wondering what kind of effect that's going to have. Am I actually going to pull that thing or what? It is pulling me back. Because it would be sweet if you could actually have like a tug line and pull that thing. But no, it's still going. Weird. Okay. That's good enough for me. So let's try transitioning over to this map. I want to engage this area with just my one ship. And I want to leave this one behind. Mostly, I'm going to engage the enemies here, but I mostly just want to see if I can engage with different vehicles and still go back and my vehicle's going to be there. Working away. Okay. Have at thee! Charge! Get him! Now, another thing I would like to see in this game as well, this will be the last little bit I do though for today, is key bindings. I want to see some key bindings in this game that we can change around. Because I've looked around on it and I couldn't find any key bindings I could properly change. So I wanted to, you know, I wanted to tie fire to my mouse button. Because right now I have to stretch all the way to the other side of my keyboard, basically, to fire the guns. Not to mention turning the ship and everything. So it becomes very, very difficult proposition. Come on, baby, turn. Ramming speed! I guess not. So obviously the ship is just a complete failure and needs to be redesigned almost entirely. But hey, at least I'm learning, Full speed ahead. All power to the engines! Oh wow, I need more power to my engines. I don't even think I'm catching up to these guys at all. As long as the front of my ship is towards them, though, we should be fine. Because it is made mostly of stone, so it won't be dented nearly as easily as the rest of the ship will be. Slowly catching up here, slowly catching up. Alright, let's do this. Alright, finally got close enough to give him some hell. Some real hell. Nice. Oh, they can still fire back. I love the ridiculous amount I'm actually moving back just because I'm firing my cannons. Because they're pretty much stationary. All this distance that's coming between us is from me firing my cannons. There we go. Beautiful. Well, that's enough of that now. This design has shown that it is horrible, and understandably so. So I am gonna have to change up a lot of my designs there and see what I can do to it and whatnot, and improve on it, especially with some proper custom guns that, you know, aren't going to be so massive and fail so badly. I'll probably add like 2 or 3 blocks. No, probably like 2 blocks in between the 180-degree turret and the firing pin or whatever, the firing device, so that it gives it a little more room between the deck and itself, if I can. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Definitely do check this game out from thedepthsgame.com. And if you want, pick it up. I think it's like you donate $10 to the dev and you get the key for it and everything. So it's only $10. It's not a whole lot. So definitely check it out if you can. Have yourselves a great one, and hopefully I will show more later with being a little bit better at it. We'll have to see what happens. Silver Dragon out for now. Peace, everybody, and have a great one.